It's that time of the month again to where 21 Pilots isn't doing anything. I can't come up with the ideas for videos, and I'm super exhausted. So I can't think of a better time to do the monthly Q&A than right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Welcome back to the monthly Q&A. I think this is episode 3 or 3.5 because I did have a random one in there somewhere. But basically, over in the YouTube community section, I ask you guys for questions and I answer all, if not most of them, in the video. So if you have any questions, keep an eye on that YouTube community tab because we'll be asking you for more questions at the beginning next month, or leave your questions at the very bottom of this video. Which, with me saying that, I realized I forgot to look at the very bottom of last videos for any questions. Oops. So we're just gonna be doing the community stuff today. But anyway, guys, let's get right into it. Here are your questions. What is Ibanez Viper? We do not talk about him. Shh. So in actuality, that was the name that I started off doing YouTube as. I want to say around 2011, 2012-ish. I started YouTube as Ibanez Viper, and that username came after my first brand of my first acoustic, which was Ibanez, and my first amp, which was a PV Viper. Ibanez Viper. Put them both together. Hey, that works out, and a lot of those videos have been privated. And the reason why Mic Drop asked is because for the longest time, my URL on the channel has been youtube.com/Ibanez Viper, and I completely forgot to change the branding to JLAndersonMusic. And fun fact, that URL has been taken by someone else. So now the URL to the channel is youtube.com/JLAndersonMusica, which is fine because I'm Hispanic and Musica works. A 2-for-1 special next. What comes next in the Dima storyline, and when will the next album be released? So the next album is going to be the final thing in the Dima storyline, as confirmed by Tyler in the Zane Lowe interview. So after this next album, Dima storyline will be done, over with, unless Tyler decides to change his mind. As far as when the next album will be released, I really think they're going to start recording as soon as the Icy tour is done, because they don't have anything booked after the Icy tour. So I'm guessing they're going to start recording stuff then, so maybe we may see something in March, February, who knows? But I think early to mid next year we're going to get something new from Pilots. If Tyler and Josh were in front of you right now, what's one question you would ask them and who would you ask? Also, if you'll get this, if you've seen their old interviews, is hot dog a sandwich? So yes, I do understand the reference, however, I would go ahead and ask them questions in returns of music stuff, because I'm like that. Would I ask them anything about the Dima lore? No, because I like speculating about stuff and I don't want any clues. And honestly, each one of them would get a different question. For Tyler, how do you go about writing lyrics and what's your process in there? Because I think that's something I would love to know more. And as far as Josh, where do I get started in terms of playing drums? Because I would love to be able to play drum set, but I cannot. If I have to ask both, if I can ask both of them for a question, it would be, what advice do you have for someone who wants to do the music thing full time? What's your all-time favorite lyric or quote from T.O.P.? Man, okay. First off, insert all of Attic with a pen in there. Insert a lot of choke, the chorus and choker in there, and the very end rap part, like a silhouette you could barely see onto the end. I've been really vibing to the line, I just pray that I'm not losing you, from Saturday, because I just pray that I'm not losing you is such a powerful line. And I can go on. I could probably make this into a whole video if that's something you would like to see, of just me talking about my favorite 21 Pilot lyrics or quotes. Let me know down in the comment section below. Best distortion, fuzz, and overdrive on the market, go. Okay, Dave, so you know I love my MXR Custom Ibanez 78 distortion. It's been my favorite distortion pedal for many years. It's been my go-to, but on every single incarnation of my board in terms of electric stuff. So I love this one, but a good runner-up that I want to get that I don't have is the Proco Rat. I've seen so many people use them. The other guitar player, Rock of Ages, he had one, and it sounded amazing. And it's under $100. I'm pretty sure it's under 82. So I want to get one of these days. As far as overdrive goes, I'm a huge Tube Screamer fan. After all, I have two. The Blues Drivers by Boss is super cool also. So, and there's so many in terms of overdrive that I can see that being the pedal that I buy the most versions of, because overdrives are awesome. As far as fuzz goes, I really haven't had a lot of experience with fuzzes, so I have to go with the standard answer of probably the Electro Harmonix Big Muff. And the ones I want to get are the Triangle and the Ram's Head. I know Way Huge makes the Swollen Pickle, which also interests me, so I'll go with that one. If you could choose one song from every 21 Pilots album, including No Fun Intended, to be remastered and played live, which songs would you pick? Well, in terms of remastered, I don't think anything from 21 Pilots that's currently on Spotify needs remastered. The only ones that need remastered would be regional at best, as well as No Fun Intended. As far as which ones I would love to see played live, probably Blasphemy, because that'd be great live, Attic with a Pen, Anathema, Car Radio, which is fine, then going to The Judge, because I've never seen that one live, but Lane Boy also is really cool. Smithereens with Tyler, purely acoustic on piano, and then No Chances. I'm not sure if I ever answered this question before, but do you think you'll ever do anything like CM again? Yes, CM will be an annual series. If you don't know what CM was, I wrote a song every day in May, which was what CM stood for, Song Every Day in May. And I plan to do it again next year, and maybe a variation of it later on this year, maybe November or December, who knows, but something like that may come around. But CM will be back next year. I know you don't like Hometown, but I seriously think it's in C Mixolydian. Your thoughts? It's also very comparable to Revelation Song. So I can't speak of Revelation Song because I don't know what that song is, I don't know who it's by, but as far as Hometown goes, yeah, that's definitely in C Mixolydian, because C, G minor, B flat, D minor, you one resolve back down to that C. Going from B flat to D minor, it works in a resolution, but it's not that strong of one. Like, it works, but D minor to C, there's a stronger resolution in pull there, especially if you take a look at the melody. It resolves on the third of C major, and the note it does before is actually the third of D minor. So you are going from D minor to that C major. It's how it resolves. That's how the guitar line in there goes. Really, think of C Mixolydian if you're soloing over Hometown. As far as like just playing it goes, you just say it's in D minor. That's the way I see most people consider it. But if you are playing Hometown like a jazz setting, definitely you can think of it like C Mixolydian. If you listen to one album for the next month, what would it be? It would be Fish live in Amsterdam, because it's one of my favorite live albums. It's 7 hours long, and the way Fish and jam bands such as the Grateful Dead work, you can pick out new things on every single listen. I certainly do that when I listen to Fish or Grateful Dead in the car. And with it being 7 hours long, definitely helps picking out some new things. With the amount of time that I spend in the car, I could probably get through the album in about half a month, so I'd only have to listen to it twice. But if I was just listening to music instead of watching TV, I honestly would not mind. Which do you care more about, theories or music? Definitely, in my humble opinion, music always comes first, because it's what you're listening to most. Sure, it can have a great story along with it, but if you don't like the music, you're not going to want to analyze it for the story or listen to the story. You're just going to want to go listen to something else. And in terms of videos I like making, the music ones are definitely a lot of fun to make, because just so much goes in them compared to theory ones where it's like, turn the GoPro on, talk about it, bye guys. So definitely the music style videos are the fun ones to make. Like I said, I would love to do the music thing full time one of these days. I just need to get my ducks in a row and life together. What musician was your biggest influence when you were growing up? Man, okay, this is another one that could be a full video just talking about the music journey. But in terms of guitar-wise, definitely gonna have to go with, I'm gonna give you 2 guitar players. I can give you 3. So, okay, Metallica, because they were the first band I was really into. Guitar shredder-wise, Steve Vai. He was one of the first guitarists my dad showed me, and my mind was blown. In guitars I discovered myself, Randy Rhoads, which is Ozzy Osbourne's first guitarist when he does several things. The guitarist on Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, all that stuff, and just love it so much. And that brings us to the end of the Q&A, my friends. So if you have any questions, leave it for me down in the comment section below. I'll definitely check next time before I make next month's video. And or keep your eyes posted to the community section to where we'll ask this post again in the next month. But anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow with a Justice for Cyban. No idea what I'm doing yet. It'll be a surprise to me too. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye. And more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.